Hi everyone, my name is Urmila Chanam and I live in Bangalore in India. On the occasion of International Women's Day, I want to share something really important. I have only one sister and she is the anchor in my life. In the darkest moments where it was very difficult for me to tide along, it was my sister who defended me, who provided for me, who understood me, who was there for me physically and there for me in every way a person can be there for each other. Now imagine if I had more sisters, 2 sisters, 10 sisters, 50 sisters, 100 sisters or even more. Now that is what we call sisterhood. That is a large ecosystem of women which is supportive, safe, non-judgmental, loving, understanding, but most important of all, has your interest in mind. That is sisterhood. Just putting together all women does not make it sisterhood. Imagine a sister trying to pull you down or competing with you or talking behind your back. A sister would never do that. So a sisterhood is something like that. Like I said, just women all coming together doesn't make it automatically a sisterhood unless the principle and the value system of the women who constitute it is on spot. For instance, I went to this gathering of hundreds of women. All of them were talking about themselves, about their work, without taking a breath to stop to listen to others, notice others. And I kept on meeting a woman in several events over 2 years. Very smart, very beautiful, very successful as well. But every time I met her, she would ask my name, she would ask what I do. And really funny is that she would want to be linked to me on social media on the spot. And to her surprise, she would find that we are already connected. And this happened because she was wading through all these gatherings without listening to other women, without observing, without other women's interest in her mind but her own. And such kind of gatherings are nothing but what I call job fairs. They are not a sisterhood. A sisterhood listens. A sisterhood remembers. And the reason why we need sisterhood now of all is because at the crux of women's problems in India, in the subcontinent, in the developing world, lies the lack of support. All the problems that we see is due to lack of support. And a sisterhood promises to provide that support for girls and women. Even though girls and women constitute nearly half of the population, and even though half of the higher education level or the graduates are girls or women, but did you know women constitute just 24% of the labor force in India? Where do all the graduates? Where are they? They are not working because they didn't get the support. And 73% of women, they leave the job at the time of childbirth. Why? Because childcare, high expectations from the young mother, inability to strike a work-life balance makes them quit. And of the women who are left behind in the workforce, remaining 50% quit. In their 30s, they resign to look after the children. And I've just picked one area of work and profession, there are so many other areas and criteria for us to assess the status of women, like crime, like success of litigation, violence, morbidity, mortality, there's health, there are so many other aspects. But I just selected professional life as way of demonstration. This is why we need a sisterhood. On this International Women's Day, let us pledge to be a sister to another woman and women, and let us build a sisterhood in which we live, in which we thrive, in which we take from, and in which we replenish.